Hey guys, welcome back to GreyWolf TV. We're on to episode 2 of season 3 of Person of Interest. We had rather a peculiar start to the season. Not in particular the case. What I'm referring to is what Root is going through and the information that she's receiving from the machine and how she's kind of broken that down to her psychiatrist and letting him know how stupid she thinks he is. To like the letter. This guy has no idea what he's dealing with her. I'm surprised they didn't put someone different in, but I'm intrigued as to where they're going to go with that. Because it was Harold who, let's face it, kind of stopped her getting shot, getting killed. And I'm presuming this is why she's been placed here. And at the moment, it's not just Reese and Finch receiving the numbers. So let's carry on, find out where we go next. This is episode 2.
It wasn't hard to find good things to say about Cal. Chief is keeping me apprised of his case. Says they're looking at a couple of Carl Elias's men as the shooters.
He's fishing for what she does now.
My shift is about to start.
Who she's looking at.
It's nice seeing you again,
You
officer.
too. Take care.
I've got our number, Finch. What do you know about this guy?
Wayne Kruger, 43, married, internet entrepreneur, and founder of a company called LifeTrace, where their users can look up old friends or relatives, anyone they've fallen out of touch with.
Sounds harmless enough.
Peter has done our homework and says you're one of the companies we should consider. I've looked at all the information you provided, including the company profile, growth rate.
Eating habits to predict diseases.
I don't want you to know
Compatibility
that.
factors to eliminate loneliness. And the way we do that is by getting to know someone from the major events of their lives. There are always a few who take issue with what we do, but these days people know. You can't fight the technology.
You've got a new
I
partner.
just want to say I'm really looking forward to working together.
Oh, dear God.
Lasky, one, I didn't want to be an FTO, but it beats being a vampire.
Pod.
I was just emptying the trash.
No problem.
I'll come back.
Okay. It's about the party tonight. I tried to put the restaurant deposit on your credit card, but it was declined.
What?
Really?
Why?
I don't know. The bank wouldn't tell me. I'm sorry.
I'll handle it.
You can't expect me to shoot somebody on an empty stomach.
I'd prefer you
Fair
didn't
enough.
shoot anyone at all.
Yeah.
What about you, Finch? Dig anything up?
Yes. Kruger's gone to great lengths to suppress any bad publicity about LifeTrace.
If not, be someone else. Howard, who am I on about?
Turn it off!
I think we may have just got hacked.
Somebody's idea of a joke?
Nope. I'm looking at the person who has nothing to hide. Yeah,
Go home.
remember?
Party's over. Party's over!
Jackass.
All of them claim to have been victimized when their personal information was released by LifeTrace.
Victimized how?
Identity theft, harassment. Daughter of the lead plaintiff, Sherry Harper. She lost her life to a stalker who found her home address using LifeTrace.
No wonder Kruger wanted the suit buried.
One day, some of the assistants were looking people up on this website, LifeTrace. They found some pictures
What kind of pictures?
of us in his bedroom, and everyone saw them. My
This is the problem
fiance,
today.
he called off our engagement.
So long as you take that package you got, take it to a detective Lionel Fusco at the 8th precinct.
Doesn't sound like she had anything to do with the other attacks on Kruger.
No.
Likely done by whoever sent the anonymous package.
You know, sometimes I wish I had an assistant whose qualifications extended beyond having a great ass. Where did that come from?
You
Your mouth.
apparently-
Someone is using Kruger's own words against him.
Yeah, they are.
His office must be bugged.
Gotta be.
Screw you, Wayne.
Mr. Diva doesn't think LifeTrace is the best partner for us after all.
No.
Excuse me.
Look, but not before Riverton saw it. They yanked the deal.
I cannot believe this is happening.
You never said you went bankrupt.
If I took some
A
time...
leave of absence while we evaluate our options.
Well, you evaluate your options. This is my company, Barry.
And you're
No,
the face
it's their
of it.
company.
And that's now a problem.
To die.
What? Who is this?
You need to understand.
Robot voice.
Understand what? You listen to me. If I find out you're the one responsible...
No, they don't. The freak the elevator. It's gonna kill him. The sudden stop will kill him. Got a gun though, haven't you? Shit.
Whoever's coming after him has taken his company, his money, his marriage.
Yep.
Soon the only thing off the table will be his life.
Yep, it's the last one left.
I do know who cleaned out Kruger's bank accounts.
Who?
Dennis Paulson. Detective Fusco got his photo off the phony ID he used to cash out Kruger's accounts.
Same as Karen Mills.
Yeah.
Someone's giving these
Same.
victims everything they need to get back at Kruger.
Yep.
It's turnkey revenge.
How many people in that class action?
Over 200.
Guy's a member of the Northside Killers. Man, got shot up pretty bad.
He's gonna be sick.
Who do you think did this?
Hard to say. I talked to his regular customers first.
There you go. It must be hard first time.
Those crying the loudest about privacy are probably the ones trying to hide something.
They've hacked the car.
Yeah. We need to stop. Get out. Too late. It's took control.
Where am I?
Somewhere you won't be
You must
attacked by
know.
the people who are trying to kill you.
And you are?
Right now, your only option.
Because until 3 months ago, he worked as an electrical engineer at an aerospace firm. With a pedigree like that, he would have the skills to design these sophisticated attacks.
He's your hidden hacker.
Are you hacking my building service?
Do you mind? He'll either be there or he'll be at Life Trace where he has access to the computers.
Planning his next attack. I'll check it out.
I do what I do to simplify and improve other people's lives. What is it that you do?
You do it to make
Help
money.
people out of difficult situations, even situations of their own design. To a stalker who was aided by your service, you feel no accountability?
I'm part of a $300 billion a year industry, checking to see if my wife had called. I want to make sure she was okay.
Mr. Kruger, I didn't want you using the phone because it might not be safe. But if you must check your messages, we can go through your phone carrier's web portal. Someone else must have listened to it first.
Oh.
Who? Oh, Summers.
And if he's listened to it, he'll be waiting for you at the hotel.
He will.
It's too dangerous.
I don't care.
It would appear that Bear slowed Kruger down. He's making his way to the Mayfield Hotel to take a meeting with the Riverton people. I believe that Summers knows that as well.
I'm at his locker now.
Kruger's not only a potential victim, he may also now be a perpetrator.
Are you going to take me out before or after my meeting?
I hadn't decided yet.
You know, you've caused me a great deal of pain and suffering.
Oh, what the fuck do you think you did?
What's the point?
I'm really glad you asked. Where's the rest of your team?
Unfortunately, they had to catch an earlier flight. They send their regrets. Yes. Well, shortly after I called you, we attempted to revisit the issue with our CEO, but we couldn't get him to reconsider his
Polite.
No.
Excuse me?
No!
There you go.
You have no idea what I've been through to get here. That made our deal fall apart. Tell him.
Okay, just let's put down the gun.
I said tell him.
Oh shit, this is gonna go off.
Don't do it,
Oh.
Mr. Summers.
No, it's not worth it.
Then you know.
You've done
Killed her.
enough.
Something had to be done.
I never touched your daughter.
You may
You
not
need
have
to.
put your hands on her like that monster did, but every time he found her, we asked the company to take her information down, and they didn't do it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sorry isn't good enough.
Listen to me, Stu.
Mr. Reese, I triangulated the call that Kruger received in the elevator. It's now
What's the
coming
name?
from inside the Mayfield. Mr. Reese?
What the fuck?
You were right. Something had to be done, which is why we reached out to you, Mr. Summers. Unfortunately, the car crash wasn't successful, requiring
Jesus.
improvisation, but everything worked out in the end. I think you understand now.
Understand what?
what is lost when your privacy is stripped away. This wasn't a game, Mr. Kruger. This was a lesson. The first. That wouldn't change anything, would it?
Oh, shit.
I need to get to Collier.
We gotta get you out of here.
She's right, Mr. Reese.
I know you had to take a partner to get back on days. But did you know that 2 other rookies were supposed to be in this seat before me? Your work with the homicide task force and how you took down those corrupt cops? I thought someday that's what I want to do. That's why I jumped at the chance to train under you. Roger, dispatch, 3 out of 10 responding.
James Collier, no doubt an alias, has not returned to work.
And I don't think he will. He told Kruger there were others like him.
Yes, and I'm inclined to believe him. I discovered that the anonymous packages sent to Mr. Summers and the others came through mail processing centers scattered all over the country, and also putting an ideology into action. Collier referred to Kruger's murder as a lesson. I fear that whatever his organization's ultimate goals may be,
Yeah.
this could be just the beginning.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. Okay, episode 2 of season 3. We're starting this season off. That did not disappoint at all. It was a really good storyline. We got thrown a curveball at least twice in that, and then I thought I'd got the episode figured out until that guy completely took me by surprise and just shot the fucking pair of them. I was, oh, who's this bloody organisation? And they're obviously well-informed, well-funded, and their target is to take back what people like him, he said, and the government. I think that's an important statement that he made there. To take back what you and the government have been stealing from us. Our privacy, our data, our lives, everything. And I think Harold's right. I think this is just the start of it. But where are they getting everything from? This isn't still to do with the machine, is it? I don't see how it could be, but that was really, really good. And didn't get to save that guy because he did what we have had before on occasion, turn from victim to perpetrator to victim. All in the space of a day. But it just shows you how quickly, even furnished just because we thought the main guy was the aerospace engineer who lost his daughter. We thought it was him when we finally figured out what was going on. And even he was the one who'd just been given the right details, the right information, the right equipment, the right know-how to bring this guy down. And he destroyed that guy's life in a day. He took his wife, his relationship, his marriage, his company, job, whatever, his money, everything. This is why data is so important. I was saying it in the episode. There are so many companies out there that do this, that portray themselves as being one thing, like him. Oh, we help people connect with each other, blah, blah, blah. Even things like these ancestry websites and everything, they're collecting your DNA. It's not for your benefit. It's not for you to find a long lost relative. It's if some point further down the line, they need to trace whatever it is they need to trace. They've got your DNA on file. Without even a subpoena or arrest warrant or anything, they've got it all. And this is what this data is like. Like I was saying, you can look up on Google to buy a new sofa, and 5 minutes later you can open up on your phone and suddenly the next advert is, oh, buy this sofa, buy this sofa. How do you think they're collating all that data? It is all the hidden information in everything that you use today that's collecting all this information from you all the time. But that was a fabulous episode. I don't want to go too heavy down that route. I'm sure if you want more information on that, you can certainly find it on the internet and where to look it up. But suffice to say, I'm very careful with what data I allow out there. It's why I use social media to a restricted point. I use YouTube, I use Twitter, I don't use anything else. Mainly because I can't be bothered. And the more you have, the more it is to maintain. Government have been after us, sharing all of our information, data, lives, relationships, jobs, income, shopping habits, everything for decades. And now we all give it them for nothing. And everyone's like, well, if you've nothing to hide, what's your problem? That's the first problem when someone says that to you. Anyway, putting that to one side, that was a really good episode, and we have kicked off season 2 with a right bang here. That is 2 really good episodes back to back, and I can see a broader storyline developing with what's just happened there. We didn't get to see Root in that episode, but it doesn't matter. I'm sure we'll come back to it in the next episode or so, which I will be back with in a few days' time. So until then, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I loved that. I like it when I've convinced myself I've got the whole thing worked out and then I'm wrong. It's surprising. It's nice. There's too much stuff that can be predictable, and sometimes there's no way of it not being predictable, but that one completely threw me. Don't forget, if you want to watch this full length, it will be available as always over on Patreon, and edited versions will appear on YouTube and Odyssey. I have no idea why it did that. Until then, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed watching. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the sub button and the like, and I will see you for episode 3 next. Take care.